Hello, everyone out there. This is your boy Minati for real. As you can see in the background, I'm at the Black Star Gate and I'm here with Mr. Francis, our local guide here, and he's going to educate us about this place. So, thank you for having me, Mr.
All right,
Francis.
you're welcome. Okay, so we are right behind the Black Star Arc. Okay, so this is the Independence Square of Ghana. And anytime we mention the Independence Square of Ghana, we are referring to three separate monuments. So we have behind us the Nationalism Park, right? We have the Black Star Arc here, and this is called the Black Star Square. So the Independence Square is made up of all the three. Now, this monument, the Nationalism Park, has three statues of soldiers. So I know you remember Corporal Tipo,
Yeah,
Ajete, and Odate Lamte.
Odate Lampe.
They were
Big
the
ups to my social studies teacher. Sorry for the interruption.
so they triggered the action for independence. So what happened? Now, in 1939, when the Second World War broke, Ghana was still under a British colony. So 65,000 Ghanaian soldiers were used to fight on behalf of British.
Oh, okay.
Now, we, the Ghanaians, we fought in Burma against the Japanese.
Wow.
When the war ended, just a little few of them had survived, just a
Okay.
little above 2,000. Now, that is not the most unfortunate thing, but the most unfortunate thing is that these few soldiers who survived were promised benefits by the British government, which they failed to honor their promise. So, on the 28th of February 1948, at the time when the country was in economic crisis, these men decided to demonstrate and petition the governor at the Osu Castle. That used to be the seat of government.
Oh, okay.
And
Wow.
on their way to the castle, they were met halfway at the junction on this road. So this stretch of the road is called the 28th February Road, and it is for a reason. Because on that day, these men were walking to the castle when they met the security at the castle. There were 12 policemen, some Ghanaian, some British. They were ordered to return back. They refused. So one British police by name Colin Emery pulled a gun, shot into the crowd, and killed Corporal Tipo, Ajete, and Odati Lamte, who were ex-servicemen who had fought for the British in the Second World War and has
Oh,
returned back. So this incident caused a riot, which we all know about 1948 riot, but that was the reason why the riot occurred. The
wow.
Ghanaians became so angry that how can you inhumanly kill three soldiers who fought for you in a battle, come back home, and then you kill them like this? So there was a retaliation. There was looting, there was destruction of properties, mainly targeted at the British. And in fact, it started in Accra, got extended to the other part of the regions. That is how come the Queen intervened. The Queen was still the head of state, so she set up a commission led by Watson. So we call it the Watson Commission. And at the end of the commission's report, Ghana's independence was recommended, but that should have been 10 years' time. So the recommendation came that grant Ghana its independence in 10 years' time. So preparations were started, and we know they thought Kwame Nkrumah was behind the occurrences. That's how come Kwame Nkrumah and the Bexes were arrested.
Of the riots, right? Oh,
Exactly.
okay.
However, the agitation still went on. The people wanted independence. So in 1951, Ghana had its first election. Kwame Nkrumah won from the prison, became the secretary to the governor. And by, the long and short story of this thing is that Ghana became independent in 1957 because of these three soldiers.
Wow.
Luckily enough, we normally say Ghana was the first African country, the sub-Saharan, but in actual fact, like all the black countries, all the black countries in Africa, Ghana was the first country to achieve political independence. So Kwame Nkrumah wanted to use the opportunity to unite Africa. So we remember his famous quote during the Independence Declaration that our independence is meaningless
Unless
unless it is
linked with the
the
total
total liberation
liberation
of
of the African.
Africa. Great. That is the reason why we have this monument, the Black Star Arc. So this Black Star Arc was built for two reasons. One, to inspire the African countries who were still under colonial rule to also fight for their independence. Secondly, to announce our independence as a country. Now, to solidify that vision, there was this black man, Marcus Garvey, who first had that vision of uniting Africa.
Oh, okay.
Now, Marcus Garvey was a Jamaican born but lived in the States around the time when segregation was high in the United States. The time when the blacks would not be allowed to go to the same school with the whites, and I excuse my language, even to go to the same toilet, they have a place for the whites and a place for the blacks. So he said he will rise for his race, that is the black race. And the only way to do that was, was to unite them, was to educate them. So he created a ship line called the Black Star Line
Yeah, I've heard that.
with a Negro, right? And so that Black Star Line served as a transit point. If you want to come back to Africa, it was voluntary. You join, you come back to Africa. All the proceeds, the money he made from the Black Star Line, he used it to educate black people. But the most unfortunate thing is that the Western world couldn't allow him to triumph. So his dream was cut short. In 1944, when Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah School in Lincoln University, he came across the articles of Marcus Garvey. He came across the philosophies of Marcus Garvey. He loved them. So Marcus Garvey kind of became his mentor. That is how come he borrowed the Black Star from Marcus Garvey's famous Black Star Line to represent that vision of African unity. So that is the origin of the Black Star. And finally, the third monument, which is the Black Star Square, was historically originally built for the celebration of Ghana's independence. So this square can take up to 30,000 people.
Wow.
And I mean, you all know during Independence Day, it is a colorful occasion.
That's
But the
true.
only thing I'll talk about is a statue on the Independence Square. So that statue refers to the unknown soldier. The unknown soldier represents all the Ghanaian soldiers who lost their lives in the Second World War. So basically, if you come to the Independence Square, this is the reason why we have this monument. And as history students or as a country with history, we have to cherish this monument. So thank you so much for coming.
I
And
really appreciate your time, Charlie. What the hell you do, Charlie? Okay, so I really learned a lot of things. So from here, I'll be moving on to the other side to just take a short video. So stay tuned. Right behind me is the Independence Flame. I'm with my chairman here, Mr. Big Ben, and he's going to give us a brief education on this.
Okay, so this is the Independence Flame. This particular place is known as the Black Star Square. Another name for this place is the Independence Square. So mostly, previously, we used to celebrate Ghana's independence here. The last time that we did that was in 2017, because since 2017, the celebration have been going around the country. Whenever we are doing the celebration here, before the day will be called off, the president would have to come and alight the independence flame. And whenever he does that, it's reminding Ghanaians of their responsibility to the state. Around the independence flame are these symbols. It is known as the Edinkra symbols. It's from the Ashantis. It's an ancient Ashanti symbol. It's a collection of symbols, a lot of them. This one is known as the Jinyami symbol, which means except God. It talks about the supremacy of the creator. And this one is known as the safety and security. Above, you can see this military man over there. This is known as the unknown soldier. It is because Ghana used to be a British colony. So during the Second World War, the British decided to organize military from all its colonies, including Ghana, to fight for them in Southeast Asia, that's Burma and in India. These military men that were taken to Burma and India, most of them didn't come back. They lost their lives. So in 1961, when this place was built, Nkrumah decided to erect this monument in memory of those military men.
Okay. I really appreciate you, Big Ben. Thank
You're
you.
welcome, bro.
I really learned a lot.
Okay.
And I hope my viewers out there also did too. Thank you once again for
You're
having
welcome.
me. All too soon, we've come to the end of another video. I'll entreat everyone out there to make it a point to visit the Black Star Square. And trust me, you are going to enjoy the experience. As you can see behind me, there are kids who are here on excursion. It's great. And all what I want you to know is when you talk about Minati for real, it's all about promoting Ghana to Ghanaians and to the world.